I'd like to introduce
Day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce
Day by play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce
Day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce
Day by day, play by play. Day by day, listen.
I'd like to introduce
Day by day.
All right, so shit, that's loud. First and foremost, yes, fly Eagles, fly, go Birds, all of that good shit. My Eagles are on a fucking tear. Fly Eagles, fly, go Birds. So we all saw the highlights of Saquon Barkley. First of all, let me say this. I spent the weekend in Philly. I was at the game. I had an amazing time. I was in a season ticket holder suite that had all you can drink, all you can eat. It was amazing. I sat close because here's how I go to football games. Just for anyone that wants to go to a sporting event with me, this is how I get down. It's like Morpheus. I'm going to hand out the red pill and the blue pill. I'm going to say, okay, the red pill is the safe route. I buy nosebleed tickets. We're going to sit in the nosebleeds and we're going to enjoy the game from there. The blue pill, if you're feeling a little risky, if you know me, I'm the finesse king. That's what I do. The American dream is all about finesse, right? If you want to go down the risky route, we're going to change up the tickets. We're going to change up the seats. We're going to sit down low. But you have to be prepared for the person that really owns that seat to pop up. And you got to, soon as I sit down, I'm looking at two exits. I'm looking at, okay, if somebody comes, we're going to go to that row. And if that row's took, we're going to go to that row. So that's how I go to football games, basketball games, whatever. So if you want to go to a sporting event with me, that's how it's going to go down. We're not going to sit in our assigned seats. If you take the blue pill, we're going to finesse down low. We're going to keep an eye out for which seats to go to in case the person that really owns the seats pops up to. So I went to the Eagles game. I sat in like 4 different seats. We played, what's that shit called? Musical chairs. We played musical chairs like 3 or 4 times. Me and my dog, Markel. Shout out to Markel. He a Ravens fan. What are the Ravens doing? Are the Ravens losing? But anyway, that's how I get down when I go to sporting events. Again, I'm going to give you the option. I'll say if you want to sit up close, we can. It's just going to be a risk. I'll give you that option. So anyway, I'm at the game, right? I'm sitting in the end zone where Saquon is running towards me. We all saw it. Saquon did the most impressive move by a running back I've ever seen in my life, and I got to see it in person. And it happened so fast because NFL games, if you don't know, happen very fast, right? So it happened so fast that I'm drunk, mind you. It happened so fast that me and Markel, my dog that I was with, we look at each other like, yo, hold up. Did that really just happen? Like we hit one of these. Like, were you like bracing yourself against something? Like, yo, like it took like the whole stadium like 2-3 seconds to really comprehend what happened. And if you didn't see it, pretty much what happened was Saquon Barkley, running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, hurdled over somebody going backwards. It's already hard enough to jump over a 6-foot tall man going forward. You need like a 40-inch vertical. Saquon did it going backwards. So he jumped over dude. I'm like, yo, okay, I know he just jumped over him, but why do I see the back of his jersey? It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But anyway, we about to get to the show. We're going to talk about 2 things, really. So while I was in Philly, I was on a great podcast called Ish Your Heart Out podcast by my homegirl, Aisha, goes by Ish. And it was good. We talked about a lot of good stuff. Blue this, blue that. What up? Kansas City has entered the chat. Okay. Chiefs Kingdom. I see y'all. So anyway, I was on each podcast and it was a very dope convo. I think that's the most vulnerable I've ever been on any platform, mine, someone else's, whatever. But Ish, she's a dope person, dope vibe. So it made it easy for me to, really be myself on that joint. And we talked about a lot of good shit. So I'm gonna do like a reaction to a certain point on there when we talked about threesomes. And I want to get y'all take, especially ladies, as far as when it comes to threesomes and the double standards that are in a threesome world with men wanting two women, but then might look at a woman a different way if she wants two men. So we're going to talk about that. But first and foremost, we have to address the elephant in the room, ladies and gentlemen. But first, let me take a sip of this water. We have to address the elephant in the room. All right. What's the elephant in the room, you may ask? So I put a little poll up. I was like, all right, what should we talk about tomorrow, y'all, on IG? And I had like 4 responses saying the election. I had 2 responses saying anything but the election, anything but politics. So what am I going to do? I'm going to talk about the election very quick, very briefly. But I'm not going to go down the route y'all think I'm going to go down. What I'm about to say might trigger some people, might piss some people off, might cause some people to log off, and it might even cause some people to unfollow my brand, which I'm perfectly fine with because I am an honest, open platform. That's what Day by Day is all about. It's no cut cards. Whether it's myself or anyone that comes on my show, you can be yourself. This is what I have to say about the election, all right? So I'm not going to tell y'all who I voted for, none of that, because that's irrelevant. But I am going to say this. In the middle of the election, right, I saw a lot of tweets, comments, story posts from Black women saying something amongst this. Quote, Black men, if Kamala loses and Trump wins and this country goes to hell, it's your fault. End quote. I seen that a lot. Twitter, Instagram stories. I seen that a lot. Help me understand something, please. Please, please, please. Help me understand something. Mind you, like I said, this was the middle of the election. I know that some Black men voted for Donald Trump. 24% of Black men that voted, to be specific, voted for Donald Trump. But we weren't the majority that voted for Donald Trump. I'm speaking Black men in general. Not only that, I didn't see a single message saying Black women that vote for Trump, if he wins, this is your fault. I did not see one. And let me say this, the call-in line is open, 202-599-6992, if y'all want to talk about this. I didn't see one. I didn't see one tweet, comment, or post saying Kamala Harris having a chick twerk on stage during your rally is some bullshit. Who's going to take that shit serious? I didn't see one. I didn't see one. All I saw was Black men. If Kamala loses, if Trump wins and this country goes to hell, it's your fault and you don't love your mother because Trump is a rapist. Help me understand something. Why was there no smoke for the Black women that voted for Trump? Help me understand something. Why was there no smoke for the majority that voted for Trump, which were what? White men? Hispanic men? Okay, let's see. But matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go ahead and do a screen share, shall we? Let's go ahead and pull this up right quick. Where's this joint at? Where this joint at? That's not what's supposed to be on the screen. Hold up. What's this joint doing? Nah. How do I transfer this? This tab is being shared. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. All right, let's look at this, shall we? So, in regards to, are we good? Can y'all see it? In regards to Trump, majority of Trump voters were, or 53% of white women voted by Trump. And this is breaking down women by race. 46 voted for Kamala of white women. 53% of white women voted for Trump. So that's y'all own gender. No smoke for white women. Let's go to black women. 89% of black women voted for Kamala. 9% of black women voted for Trump. Now, I know that's a small number, but that small number equates to a lot of fucking people. I did not see one comment, tweet, nothing. Okay, let's go to Latino women. 60% of Latino women voted for Kamala. 38% of Latino women voted for Trump. Nothing for the Latina mommies. It was all our fault. Okay, let's go to the men. I'm going to get to y'all comments. I see them coming in. This is good stuff. And I'm not ducking nothing, but I'm speaking my mind. 39% of white men voted for Kamala. 59% of white men voted for Trump. Okay, we expected that. Majority of white men. Okay, let's go to the black men. 74%. So vast majority, damn near 3/4 of black men voted for Kamala. But because 24% of black men voted for Trump, all black men are guilty of the world going to shit because Kamala lost. It didn't Latino men, because y'all like Puerto Rican and Dominican brothers, so get on their ass too. 47% of Latino men voted for Trump. Nothing for them. Only this 24% out of all the numbers I showed you, this 24% of black men that voted for Trump. Because that happened, all black men are to blame, and y'all can clean it up, whatever y'all got to do. Here's my point. Here's what I'm getting at. And this is why some women got mad at me because, okay, now they may, hold on, I'm gonna read y'all comments. And some women got mad at me because I brought up the conversation of the bear, how women choose the bear. And on one of my posts, a woman said, this is why we choose the bear. And I said, prove it. And women were pissed at me about that. Here's the whole thing I'm getting at right now, y'all. Why is it when a small percentage of black men do something that y'all don't like, all black men ain't shit? It's just like, and I'm speaking to black women right now, it's just like if a black woman is dealing with a dude that ain't shit, she know he ain't shit, but he dicking her down good. So she's hypnotized. Hold on, I know you calling. So she's hypnotized to everything else because he ain't shit. Now everybody else ain't shit because of the shit he did. Thanks for vibing with Day at Night. Who's this?
Hey man, it's your boy Roger.
Hey, Raw Dog, my bad. Literally call me back in 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. All right.
Say less.
All right, because I'm on the roll. So, like I said, this equates to the whole bear thing. My thing is this: I know there's some bum ass niggas out here. I know there's some bum ass broads out here, but I'm not gonna sit here and say all bitches ain't shit. Don't trust women. I'm not living like that. We got to stop doing that shit, ladies. If a small, this is 24% of, what is this? 24% of black men voted for Trump. So now all black men ain't shit because of that. We got to cut this shit out. How about I did not see one tweet saying the black men that voted for Trump, this is your fault. If y'all would have said that, cool. I'm not mad at it. I did not see that once. I'm telling y'all what I saw. If y'all saw something else, cool. I'm telling y'all what I saw on my Twitter timeline. I'm telling you what I saw on my Instagram feed. All that shit is black men. Y'all are to blame if this country goes to shambles. Now, honestly, this is an honest question when I ask y'all this. Do y'all really think like we feel like reassured hearing that? Like, y'all get mad that it's a lot of black dudes dealing outside of the race. Y'all get mad that it's a lot of black dudes that don't want to hold black women down. Really think about it. When you see and hear that shit, and you see and hear that women will choose a bear over you, saying they would rather die than dealing with you, does that really sound assuring to y'all? Because a small group had a negative impact on them, so now it's everybody that falls under that umbrella? Because y'all don't specify it. And I'm not, and let me specify it. I'm not saying all women say this. I'm talking about the specific women that like to put the whole group in one book instead of saying, yo, the dudes that are bum ass niggas out here that ain't holding a lady down, that's doing whatever, y'all ain't shit. No, It's black, it's niggas ain't shit. It's black men ain't shit. It's I'd rather choose a bear than a man, pretty much saying I'd rather die than dealing with a man. Does that sound assuring to y'all, reassuring to y'all that y'all really rocking with us? And again, this ain't everybody, but for those that do think and move like that, y'all got to cut this shit out. This is literally Willie Lynch letter in full effect. If you don't know what that is, do your Googles. Do your Googles. This is Willie Lynch letter in full effect, right? Again, I didn't see nothing saying the black women that voted for Kamala, y'all ain't shit. The Hispanic men and women that voted for Kamala, no, I am starting to see a little bit of the Hispanic and Latino slander that voted for Trump because like, okay, he's just going to turn on y'all. I'm seeing that a little bit. I see 0% for black women that voted for Donald Trump because hold on, let me go back to the joint. Let me go back to the joint. Where we at? Let's go to the women by race. And this is AP News, by the way. This is a credible source. I ain't see nothing for the 9% of black women that supported Donald Trump. I did not see a single word be mentioned. It's just black men. If this nigga Trump wins, y'all ain't shit. That's all I saw. All right. So I just had to get that off my chest. Y'all got to stop grouping dudes together if a small group of dudes do something that had a negative impact on you. There's some good dudes out here. Y'all gonna overlook them. On better yet, they see that shit coming. We see that shit coming from a mile away, and we cross the street before we even look up and see us walking. That's why, you know what? I'm not. Ah, let me chill out. Let me chill out. Let me see what y'all talk about in these comments because I was ready to go on some shit. These women don't even like the men who voted for Trump. I don't even like the women that voted for Trump. Honestly, I'm sure of it. A lot of men stated that for real. I'm telling you, Megan, because it's real. Like, how do you think we feel seeing that shit left and right? You got niggas, you got black men that voted for Kamala, but yet we're seeing, oh, black men, this is gonna be y'all fault if the country goes to hell. Like, come on, put yourself in our shoes. That shit sound reassuring to y'all? Ain't no specifications on nothing. It's just black men. And then Obama did that bullshit too. I'm gonna call this nigga out too. Obama did the same bullshit, bro. That was some sucker shit. Black man, that was some sucker shit to group all black men together and say we ain't shit if we don't vote for her. Wasn't laying out no reasons as to why. It was just vote for her. She's a black woman. Wasn't talking about no policies. It's vote for her. She's your sister. Fuck all that. That's bullshit. Don't be grouping niggas together like that because something don't go your way. That was some sucker shit from Obama. Let's read these comments. Whole timeline is trashing Latinos right now. Yeah, I've seen it. I'm starting to see it more. Black men have been getting trashed on social media. On social media, outside of social media, newspapers, magazines, talk shows with, a group of women. I mean, it's nothing new, but like, yo, come on, yo. Like, if y'all gonna do that, cool. Stand 10 toes, but don't get mad when them dudes ain't coming looking for y'all and they going across the street to Amanda and them. Becky with the good head. Don't be mad at that. And I'm not saying that's me, but I'm saying I can see how dudes can feel that way. I don't subscribe to that. I treat everyone on a case by case. Appreciate it. Now, Amy, you a real one. So I mean, I don't even expect for this message to really hit you. But yeah, the black vote in general was down this year versus 4 years ago. Same thing happened with Hillary. That's not what the bear quote means, but I get your point. Break down the bear quote to me, Amy. I mean, Johnisha, break down the bear quote. The U.S. doesn't want to see a woman in power. Yeah, I think a lot of like the uppers, I don't think they would want to see that. Trump ran 3 times and won twice against a white woman and a black woman. This tells me that America isn't ready for a woman president. So y'all kind of said the same thing, Sharp and Damon. Y'all essentially said the same thing. I voted for Kamala, though. Every black person in America could have voted for Kamala, and she still wouldn't have won. I mean, hey, white women let Kamala down. Are we good? Yeah. Break down the bear quote. I thought that's what the whole bear quote thing was. I thought it was saying they would rather deal with if they had to choose between a man and a bear, they would choose the bear. If I'm wrong, break that down to me. Because we about to move on to the next topic. Raw dog, I saw that you called. What time is it? We 20 minutes in. Anyone at that point, if you have, you know what I'm saying, the scoop on the bear joint. If you could break that down to me, because I thought that's what it meant. All right. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna get into the next part of the show. So, like I said, I was on East Your Heart Out. Shout out to East, dope ass podcast based out of Philly. I was in Philly last weekend. Stopped on there. We chopped it up for an hour. Great episode. Great fucking episode. And we're gonna talk about some stuff that we talked about on the show. Tonight we're gonna talk about threesomes. And if there's any double standards with threesomes between men and women. Excuse me. That's not what I wanted. There we go. If a woman is in the woods with a man and a bear, most women say they will pick the bear because of the chances of survival. I don't know, Johnisha. I got to challenge you on that one. That's the first time I've heard that explanation. I've been hearing and seeing that if a woman had to in the woods between a man and a bear, they're choosing the bear because they don't want to deal with men. That's I don't know. I gotta do some research on that. That's the first time I heard that one. It sounds like you watering it down a little bit, Johnisha. I ain't gonna hold you. Sound like you watering it down a little bit. I don't think it's that sweet. I think it's meant to be a little bit more of a shot at men. All right, so we ready to get into it, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear this too, by the way. All right, so we talked about Great Nuts is the episode of the name of the episode. That's funny. A threesome is a one man and two women. See, there we go. Okay, let's get straight to it. Let me stop talking.
He's a doer.
Can y'all hear this?
Okay.
I heard when men have threesomes, they only can come with one person. You can give each girl nut. So like, how does it work?
It was. Is that what it is? It was a great time. The threesome.
Really?
It was a great time.
Well,
it was
what's
fascinating.
a great time in a threesome?
Can y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all can hear that. Yes, because the bear is less likely to kill you. That's the point. Exactly. Yeah. A bear is like a 1% survival chance when you fucking with a bear. Y'all can hear it? Okay. Y'all can hear it clear? All right, cool. I'm gonna let it rock.
If there's a 33.333% equal freakiness
between all
shared amongst everyone,
that's
and there's
split.
No holding back.
How do you find it?
Well, I found it on a cruise ship.
Got it.
I put them on a cruise right now. My whole family is on a cruise right now.
Carnival cruise.
Yes.
Free
Did
plug.
you meet them on the cruise?
Yes, we all met on the cruise.
Okay.
Chicago, remember?
Let me just say this. I see that a lot of people be going on cruises now. Yes. My first threesome experience was on a Carnival cruise. This was 2019, which we'll get into. I see people going on Carnival cruises now. I mean, I haven't been on it since 2019. I don't know what the vibes is like, but like, I'm glad that my family was hip to it because we caught wind before really, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's how it went down.
I told y'all Chicago. One was from Chicago. You want to see a picture?
Of course.
One was from Chicago.
Yeah. His favorite. Let's see.
One was from Chicago.
Yes.
And one was from New York.
Examples.
The small one was from Chicago.
I made a mistake. I made a typo. She wasn't from New York. She was from North Carolina. And I'm showing each the pics. I can't show y'all the pic. I mean, if y'all see me in person, yeah, but I'm not ready to put it on here to be put out there because Shorty from North Carolina actually with the A&T. So yeah, it's a small world.
Okay.
You see the Henny, right?
You see the Henny, right?
Yes.
It was a great fucking time.
You look cute, Day.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. When was this? Years ago or recently?
This was in 2019.
Okay. So y'all met on the boat.
Yeah, before COVID.
Right before COVID.
Yes.
It was
They didn't
lit.
care about STDs or nothing. Just rocking up.
Nah, because I went raw. I went raw.
You went raw?
I went raw.
He's a dog.
I went raw.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
And I
Don't feel bad, Day. Most niggas do.
I'm not gonna be honest. I caught 4 bodies on that cruise.
Damn.
Oh, you was having a fucking ball at that bitch.
What is a single ladies cruise?
What type of cruise is this?
What is a
Hedonism?
singles ladies cruise?
Yeah,
It was
Who
a Carnival cruise. You know what's crazy? I could have easily caught like 6, but it was.
Yeah, Damon. Carnival is the cheap cruise choice. Exactly. So it's the most lit. But here's why Carnival, at least for single men that's looking to have a good time, go on a Carnival cruise. Here's why. Because it's you're outnumbered. It's way more women than men on Carnival cruises for a few reasons. One, you got girls trips. It's a lot of girls trips. It's some guys trips, but it's more so girls trips than not. That's one. Two, it's family trips. So I was on the Carnival cruise it was a family trip, but you got family trips and you got girls trips. And if it ends, you know, you got like some couples and shit that be on there, but nah, you're more than likely going to be outnumbered by women if you go on a Carnival cruise. Yeah, Johnisha, Virgin. I'm gonna have to see what that joint about. He was acting like the Titanic was sinking. Yeah. Yo, so I didn't even go by day. Like I told everybody on the boat, my name was Bartholomew from Idaho. Like I really had like that joint mapped out. Like it was crazy. Spilling all the beans tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this was a dope. Damn, this joint froze. This was a dope episode I did with each. But anyway, I'm getting to the yeah.
Ford. So what happened was
We need details. Yo, what
the
happened?
Chicago joint in the threesome. I ran down on her first.
Okay.
Because all of them was walking with this one dude, but I could tell he was kind of
YOLO, Damon.
So I just pulled her to the side, bagged her. A couple of days later, me and her fucked. While we fucked, she told me the girl she was with tried to kiss her.
Oh.
So that planted.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this.
We grabbed some pizza, came back, fucked again.
I heard their voice and I saw your hand. No,
If y'all want to,
she went to sleep.
If y'all want to check out, matter of fact, go to it's in my bios in my link. It's at like the 35-minute mark. If y'all want the full story, I kind of I don't want to like go through the whole story. I'm gonna just get to like the talking points of it.
Me and the other one, we was fucking for a minute. We went to grab some pizza at the pizzeria.
I heard
them
about
joints
that.
be 24/7 on cruises.
Damn.
We grabbed some pizza, came back, fucked again, went to sleep. I slept with both of them. Woke up. I started fucking the smaller one when I woke up.
Oh my gosh.
All of us went to
I
grab
skipped
some
the whole
breakfast. It
story
was lit.
part because I'm trying
That's
to
a
just.
good
That's like a good
job.
time.
Seriously, that was.
That's like a
Oh,
good
me the
time.
applause for this story.
But listen, Jay, why you telling me the story, right? I think I saw you in a porno before.
No, not me.
No, I'm telling y'all.
It was a
Pull this
bald
porno
nigga.
up. No, your voice and how you was talking.
It was called porno. It was called Sex on the Cruise. Threesome on the cruise. I had a threesome with a random nigga on the cruise.
Her name was Ebony. I saw.
So if y'all didn't hear it, that's Ish saying that she thinks she saw me in a porno with a girl named Ebony, which isn't impossible. It's improbable. It is not impossible. And I say that because I know a few Ebonies, and I don't know. That's crazy.
Telling some
I've hit a
porn.
few
I watched
Ebonies.
like 3 times, and it's a girl named Ebony, and I feel like
Look at my
I
face.
heard
I'm putting it
voice
together
and
like,
I
hold
saw
up.
your hands. I'm
It was him,
telling you,
cuz.
they on the
Nah.
porno, y'all on XXX video.
If so, that's
I'm telling you.
crazy.
They making
Because
money.
I've hit a few ebonies.
I'm telling you, Day.
It's
I'm
not
telling-
impossible. I've hit
okay.
a few ebonies, but
Let me just find one sexy, cute piece who loves to fuck with a good attitude and we can go on trips together. I mean, listen, Damon, this was in 2019. I was like 24 years old. I was single. I ain't have no chick. Like, I left it all on the boat. I ain't have no chick. I mean, if I had a chick, then yeah, we going wild out, but it was just me. Nah, I had a good time, great time.
Listen, I'm sure
that would
No
be
regrets.
insane.
I'm
You gotta
clean
send a
after.
cease and desist.
that is so crazy. But it's like a good time. It's like a perfect threesome. I never had a
was.
threesome before. I always have I have a threesome whenever, but I haven't found someone who made me feel I want to have a threesome. So
Would you plan one out or would you rather be spontaneous?
I don't know.
Chat, answer that first and foremost. If you were to have a threesome, we haven't gotten to who it would be yet, but would you rather it be planned or spontaneous? Me, the threesome on a carnival, that was the only threesome I had because it was spontaneous. I've had women in the past hit me up on some, hey, I want you to have a threesome with me and my homegirl, but it never happened. I've had opportunities, but it never happened. And one I fucked up, but outside of that, it's never like happened planned. Like this one was so dope because it was completely spontaneous. For the full story on how it really went down, the whole thing, make sure y'all watch the interview. The link is in my bio.
If I give horror energy or not, because I'm always the girl that men ask me to have a threesome with him and his girlfriend, him and his wife. I've been asked to have a
No,
threesome
you're looking for a unicorn.
multiple times,
Looking for a
and
unicorn.
I don't know if people think I'm freaky or not. I don't know why they would assume that.
Hold up. Hey, yo, I fucked up 2 threesomes. Hey, call in, yo. We got to hear this. Hey, yo, call in, brother. We got to hear this one, man. I fucked up one. Yeah, I fucked up one. But, hey, we got to hear this, yo. You got to call in on that one. I was wilding like that in my 22s. Yeah. Listen, I'm an old head at Spirit. In Spirit, like my grandparents raised me like, and I jumped off the porch and was doing wild shit at a very young age. Like by the time I hit like 25, I really turned like 34. Yo, Ayo, you gotta call in. We gotta hear that one, yo. Call in, Ayo.
But
Well, if I just met you and I've seen you on social media, yes, I would assume that you have a
Okay.
freaky aura,
okay.
and then you have a nice curvy body on
Okay, thank
as
you.
Wow.
well. Fucking my words up. That's how nice it is. And you got nice.
Get this nigga out of here, man.
Crazy.
And just me personally,
Okay.
I'm go Philly right here. I'm a titty ball.
Okay.
And you got great
This
breasts.
episode
Okay.
is- I'm a titty
Okay,
boy.
but-
I'm a titty
Keep
ball. Like I
going. No,
love
thank
titties.
you. I
So
appreciate
if it
that.
was me
Yeah.
and I had a girl that was with it and
Okay.
we seen you,
Yeah.
or if I knew you,
Right.
I would ask as well.
So I shouldn't feel like
That's
offended.
That's a compliment.
How would you?
Compliment.
How
Ladies, have y'all ever been invited to a threesome? Whether it was it's usually a couple, right? I think that was Isha's story. Ladies, have you ever been invited to a threesome? If so, how did they go about inviting you and how did you take it? Not literally, figuratively beforehand. How did you take the approach? Because like I was telling her, I think it's for a woman to be approached by a couple and invited to a threesome in a respectful manner. I think that's a compliment. So let me know if y'all have been invited. If so, how did it go down? And how did you feel after being invited? Always since college, they send the girl. Yeah, sending the girl is like definitely like the ease. I mean, why wouldn't you? If it's a dude, yeah, that would be creepy, right? If it's a couple and a dude, well, that wouldn't be creepy, but I just think it just eases everything out the gates if it's the girl that goes and asks. They buy you drinks. Yup. I was high as hell and they had to come wake me up to bring the dick to their party. All right, David. Hey. I already know David was wildin', man. Ah, I already know Damon was wildin', man.
would
Okay.
you like to
Thank
be
you, Jay.
asked though? That question, because that's an interesting question to ask.
Well, men, I think I give off an aura. I don't want people to disrespect me. I think people can tell that. So they don't ever come to me like, you trying to fuck? Like, it's
Yeah.
never like that. It's
Yeah.
always kind of like
Suggestive.
half my DMs, they'll talk and laugh, send a few reels, make,
Yeah.
make some kind of like, conversation, I guess. And then they'll be like, my girlfriend think you pretty.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's important. How she said no one ever came to her like crazy disrespectful type. That's key. Like that says a lot. If someone just comes at you about a threesome, it's just like, yo, I'm trying to fuck. They ain't trying to have a threesome. They trying to have a G ride, G star train, whatever you want to call it. They trying to like, I don't know. But if it's a respectful manner, like that's really a compliment. And then like she said, my girlfriend really like you. You gotta make your girl the main piece as far as like approaching someone about.
Guys always come at it from that angle,
That's
which
a
is
good-
cool.
that's a good line.
It's never a
It
hard
is.
thing, which is cool. And they'll be like, you trying to go out? Me and my girlfriend. They always bring that in. And I'll be like, and I already know what it is.
So you know what it is. By
Yeah,
then.
and then
Yeah.
most times I'll be like, okay, what you trying to do? And then they always say it like,
Yeah, you
Well-
don't give whore. Like I wouldn't.
okay.
Someone would come at you disrespectful, but the
Yeah.
fact that they're coming at you is a compliment. That's kind of
Okay.
like me. I used to get mad like if a gay dude like
Mhm.
tried to talk to me. Don't be disrespectful, but like women would tell me, nah, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, gay dudes know fashion. Yeah,
I just
we put out a clip though. Like if gay nigga give you a compliment, you might really be. Yeah, man, you might really be cussed.
doing your
for real.
thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
I like you.
You
Say
might
you
really
don't
be
get
cussed for
offended
real.
because I feel like these days everybody is for everybody. So it's like when someone kind of talk to you, don't be disrespectful. It's kind of like
They
because I
saying
know it's
what's up.
a lot of girls like lesbian women who would try to talk to me, and I've never been with a girl before either.
Alex, what the Ravens looking like? Did y'all win? Damn, I knew I should have placed. I was thinking placing a parlay of Bengals covering and Jamar scoring a touchdown and Chase Brown scoring a touchdown. I'm pretty sure all that shit happened. But let me know, did y'all win? So anyway, yeah, back to the video. She was pretty much saying, yeah.
I'm like freaky with the person I'm with, but as far as like doing extra shit,
Y'all won? Y'all still won? How much did y'all win by? I know I'm going off topic, my bad, y'all, but see, this is why I stopped. I'm done sports betting for a little minute. This is exactly why. Let me see.
it's
Never
just
done
not for
nothing with a
me.
girl.
No, ever, no.
Okay.
Kiss the girl, of course. I might,
So
I
would
might
you
look
do
at
a
titties
threesome?
before. I think
You sucked a titty?
I did, yeah.
But that's
in
not really
college.
gay. And
But
girl
I would
world.
have a threesome 100% for sure. Because
Okay.
I know I'm like probably the perfect person for a threesome.
I used to
with.
want a 2-dude threesome.
Boom. Thank you, Larry, for shout out to Larry for diving off the deep end with that. Cause I was going down the direction of, oh, by 1 point, see, I would have covered. I'm pretty sure everything I listed out covered. So when we were talking about threesome, again, I'm going down the direction of she's talking about her. Look at her face, right? Look at her face after Larry said it too. So I'm thinking that we were talking about her, a woman, and a dude, right? And here's the thing. I've realized with a lot of women that I talk to, they feel the same way that Ish feels as far as threesome. They want one with two dudes, but they cover it up for whatever reason. We're getting into that. We're getting into that. But this is where the good stuff happens. This is where the good stuff happens.
She wants a two dude.
Fuck up.
Yeah, a lot of women have that fantasy though.
Yeah,
I know. I think it'd be better because I don't find girls are very, very beautiful, but as far as like eating pussy, I don't think I'm ever gonna eat no pussy.
So why? Okay, so why?
And so pretty much that's on point. She said because she's not attracted to women like she is to dudes. You know what I mean? And I'm a open, understanding person. So just to be fully transparent, I laid it out earlier in this episode. I told her that threesomes or trains, whatever you want to call it, with two dudes and a girl, that's not my shtick. I don't do that personally. I never have had an opportunity to do one, but I couldn't. I just wasn't digging it. That's just I don't know. I've had a threesome with two women, but as far as me and another dude, um, on top of a chick, like I couldn't do it. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. So that's essentially, similar to what she's saying, I suppose. But I just wanted to put that out there. Earlier in the episode, I admitted that it wasn't my thing.
Why do women refrain from admitting that they have a fantasy of being with two men at the same time?
Why don't I go to podcast world? They know.
Yeah, everybody
they
knows.
know. I tell them all the
But
time.
the regular woman, like that's not.
But
on the
most
podcast.
of it because men think that if you tell a man, if I told you they like we fucking with each other, I'm like, look, I want to have a threesome, but I want to be another guy. You gonna be like, oh, you're not getting some dick from somebody.
Yeah, so Isha's a podcaster. She's a very honest person. She's blunt. So she's put it out there that's, but a lot like I'll ask women, this happened a few times. I'll ask a chick if she wants a threesome with two dudes. And instead of saying yes or no, she just makes a face because she knows whatever answer, you know what I mean? Like if she answers how she really wants to, she might be looked at upon the way. And I'm a podcaster myself. I'm an understanding person, but she was on point. A lot of average women want that shit, but don't. Do y'all think it's a double standard? I know that's the main reason why they don't do it because they know that most men will look at it a type of way. But everyone tuning in, do y'all think that's a double standard? Holla at your boy.
Yep. Niggas take it like offensively. Like, why? Like, why would it be that? Like,
Freak ball. I would respect it. I would respect it.
Yeah.
it. That's just not my lane. And I
Right.
think that we gotta stop. Like, if something's not your lane, then we chastise this person.
Yes.
Like, cool. If it's your lane, find someone that's with it. I won't even judge you for that shit.
yes.
Cause I've had a threesome with two women. So if you want two dudes, cool. That's just not my cup of tea. Go for it.
But men think that because you want to have sex with two men at the same time, you're a whore, and it's just
Bada bing, bada boom. Since it's not my thing, like I said, it's not my thing. I don't go down that lane. I don't prefer it. But I'm not going to sit here and say that if I met a woman that, because most want it. Here's what I think it really comes down to. I think because, listen, a vagina is more sacred than a penis. I think that's what it comes down to more so. I think it's the access to the vagina part. I don't know. Because what's the difference between that and her having sex with two dudes in one day in 24 hours? A dude will look at a chick. We will look at a chick less of a whore if she slept with two dudes within 24 hours as opposed to her having a threesome with two dudes. Like Damon said, Damon called it a train. Most men do. I did for a long time as well. Now, again, as I grow older, I'll come more open and understanding to things. I'm not going to do it. That's not my shtick. But I've become more open and understanding to things. But yeah, it's like the whole train versus threesome thing.
Lionel, if your girl said that, would y'all like that?
Well, that's different. That's my girl.
And that's why women don't tell men.
But I
because
would.
then look, it takes being wiped off the table. So we dating,
No, it don't
and
take
I'm
it off
like,
the table.
it takes off the table. We dating, and I'm like, oh, I just want to have a threesome with you and the guy. After that, you don't want to wife me no more. You're like, oh, she probably a whore. She want to fuck me and
It
another nigga.
depends. Like if we.
Fellas, answer that. If you're dating a chick, y'all like each other, and she tells you that she wants to sleep with you and another man together, like a threesome type thing, would y'all stay or skedaddle? Would y'all stay or skedaddle? Me, I don't know. I think I answered this. I don't know.
If we like he was talking about the cruise or the island and shit. That's a good question. That's a really good
You
conversation.
would not wife a girl if they tell you. That's why most girls don't tell men when we really like when sex. Like it's like I'm just gonna keep my sexual fantasies to myself. Yeah.
It's for sure a double standard.
I think boring sex and threesome are two different things. But I see what she I see what she was getting at. I see what she was getting at.
And for most people, including myself. But as I'm growing older, I'm, becoming more aware of certain things. So like if she told me that's her fantasy, cool. I know most women think that. If she told me she's done it,
then shit gets sticky. I'm just being honest. I don't think a lot of women, even if they have done it, will tell their dude. Like that's crazy work. I don't think a lot of women would tell their dude that they've had a threesome with two dudes in her past, even if she did. I don't think a lot of women would, for real. That's just me being honest. I don't think a lot of women would. But yeah, that's tough.
I would ask for some details. I would ask, okay, was it just two dudes or was it a straight just gangbang? Because I think you can have
Yeah, I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, again, I can see understanding with a threesome with two dudes, but if you got 3 or 4 dudes, if you have every hole filled and hands filled, that's a gangbang. That's a gangbang. Gang.
intimate threesome with two dudes as a woman.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean,
feel like
his
you
dick
can.
just can't be bigger than mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta ask the real questions. Like is drawing? Like, I mean, like,
So you want to have like a pull your dick out contest before it go?
we gotta have a pissing contest
Standoff?
first. Like, yo,
Nah.
who?
The whole
who
thing.
shit?
They said nah.
Yo, let me say this. Laura was wild as shit for that. But saying dudes gotta have a sword standoff beforehand is insane. Lur, I didn't really put together what was happening at the moment, but that was some wild shit. That was some wild shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're not about to have me, and I'm.
But Lionel's
I'm
so
saying,
quiet.
like-
What Lionel think?
He's in a trance.
Like I just don't want you to slut my shorty out. That's crazy. Like you had her doing all types of crazy things. That's the
No.
Sometimes niggas, I don't know, women be talking like niggas be having like a big dick and they don't know how to use it. Just don't slut my shorty out. Like don't have her thinking that the minute we get into an argument, she could go back to this amazing.
Now see
Men
if
do
you
it all.
Yeah, Lur definitely is nuts. Well, first off, I would not do nothing like that with like my girl. Cause like I said, that's not my thing. It's not my thing. I wouldn't do that with my girl. So, I thought we were talking about someone that wasn't your girl, but I think we were talking about someone that is your girl. I couldn't do that with my girl. Some people would. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 5 people in the room during this recording. One person said they're with that. Like the whole like Kevin Gates type thing. Like Kevin Gates be talking about something like he sees that as beautiful if you let me and my man slut you out. Like some dudes like I'm not going to say the 5th person. It was a 5th person in the room that was like, yeah, like I fuck with that. Not my thing, but hey, to each his own. And I respect it. I think you should find someone who's with whatever you're with. I don't think you should withhold nothing because, yeah. Damn, I can't believe the Ravens won. Jamar had 2 tutties. Oh, my goodness.
All the time.
if you had a threesome
area.
with two women, would you want rules to be
No.
like placed upon the woman?
Yeah, I want corny sex. So that way I could at least tell my girl, yeah, it was corny though. Like it wasn't even like that.
Speaking of 20 sex day, when you having sex, you like talk quiet.
Yeah, so I asked about the rule thing because that's another thing that you see. Eh, See, the whole thing of dudes like having a threesome with a chick, I would only want to do it if like my girl wants to do it, not forced to do it. Like really wants to, because you can tell the difference as well. And I said the rule thing because again, the only one I had wasn't with my girl or nothing, but I've heard stories of dudes having one with their girls and like she inputs like rules and stuff. And it's like, what's the point at that point? You know what I mean? What's the point? What's the point at that point? If it's going to be rules and regulations and can do and can't do, at that point, I mean, just like I don't know, just have sex in front of somebody at that point. Like I said, the one I had, it was well, I skipped the part when I said it, but it was equally yoked. I don't know if I said yoked in the right term right there, but it was equally yoked. It was a 33.333% equality of freakiness amongst everyone, which made it dope. But if it's rules and stuff, I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Just I'm good. But listen, man, today was a quick one because I have to wake up super early. Super early. And then I gotta edit this and I gotta edit another episode that's coming out. I do have a big announcement, a huge announcement for the podcast. The podcast is going to be moving in a slightly different direction over the next month. Over the next month, the podcast will be moving in a slightly different direction. One of my goals um, for the year 2025 is to kind of niche down. So as y'all can see, my podcast is all over the place, which I like. I like being diverse. I like talking about a lot of things, but I really want to make it to where each week people are familiar with something as far as what the podcast is going to be about, what it's going to be involved with. And I think I found that. I know I found it, but I'm just going to make sure. I'm going to say that. So that's going to be coming within the next month. It's still going to be dope. Don't get it twisted. It's actually going to be better. And I'm going to still do my football talk on Monday nights as well. But look out for that. That's going to be coming soon. I'm dropping an interview next week with Niles Retrospectro. That's the dude who did this, the disappearing meme, the meme where they were like this, or dudes like this with a dress and disappeared. And he was on Atlanta. Matter of fact, let me show y'all because it's actually a big deal. Like, this was like I was very motivated after this interview. Let's see if I can. My man's right here. He was on Atlanta. He was on the show Atlanta. I'll play the thing, but I think it's gonna ask for like it's gonna do like trailer. Let's see. My Wi-Fi is
Your
on.
average teenager. He goes to school, plays video games.
This is my
even
problem
listens
with
to music
Spectrum.
in his room. But there's one difference.
I'm a 35-year-old white man.
I'm telling you, this interview was hilarious, bro. Like, but I'm gonna drop it Wednesday at noon, bro. This interview was like really good. Definitely one of my best ones for me personally. I think so. Inspired the hell out of me. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and let this play. Let me stop talking. I pay too much
But
for
there's
Spectrum
one
for this to be
difference.
freezing.
I'm a 35-year-old white man.
Harrison, born Antoine Smalls, has transracial identity, identifying as Harrison Booth, a 35-year-old white man from Colorado.
Look at
And when
this
did you know
fit.
that you were a 35-year-old white man?
Well, I've always felt different. I go to the store, the movies, and just be thinking to myself, like, why am I not getting the respect I deserve? And then it just hit me. I'm white and 35. I just miss Colorado sometimes. You know, here I pretend the buildings are the old San Juan mountain range, but, you know, the job's just here.
And where do you work?
I'm a systems engineer for Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
That boy don't work. He go to school and that's it. One day he said, call me Harrison. I said, who's that?
And he's in the background.
He
whole
said,
time.
me.
Do you believe that he is a white man?
So yeah, this is dropping on Wednesday. Let me get up out of here. I gotta edit and lay down. I gotta lay my ass down. Dropping Wednesday, great interview. After that, another interview that I did, which was a panel with 2 other people. After that, we're going to be getting into the new transition of the podcast. So make sure y'all look out for that. I will be back next Thursday night. No, I won't. I will not be here next Thursday night because the Eagles play the Redskins. So if I do, it'll be late. I don't know yet. We'll see. Eagles play the Redskins next Thursday night, so I don't think I'll be here. I'm actually pulling up to a Redskins bar out here in Charlotte to watch it. But until next time, y'all be easy, stay safe, stay sane, but most importantly, stay blessed. We out there, big. Peace.